After grabbing everything illegally, Nigerians were asked to go to court because no justice there. Obasanjo hates presidency. And now to the news info. Olusegun Obasanjo, a former president of Nigeria, has stated that democracy in Africa has failed because it does not align with the continent's value, culture, and way of life. He said African democracy has made people to grab power in a corrupt way. And thereafter asked Nigerians to go to court because they cannot get justice there. Bola Ahmed Tinubu and former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo, according to him. And why has it failed? Because it didn't have any. In content and in content is not Africa. It does not have any aspect of our culture, our way of life, what we stand for, what we believe, what sort of a democracy brings you, and you grab everything illegally, yes, so corruptly, and you say go to court. That's what they used to tell us. Even in the court, you cannot get justice, it's stated. That's why they tell us to go to court, because they know that, you're not going to get any judgment there, because they are also the ones controlling the court. They are also the ones controlling the courts. The former president said this on Monday at the 60th birthday colloquium of Emeka Ihedioha, former governor of Imo State. He questioned whether Africa was practicing true democracy or merely adopting Western liberal democracy. As far as me I'm concerned, democracy has gone. It don't go far for this country. It is gone and forgotten. There is no democracy anywhere again in this country. Obasanjo argued that before colonial rule, Africa had a governance system that served the people effectively, which in his view qualified as democracy. He referenced Abraham Lincoln's definition of democracy as government of the people, by the people, and for the people, stating that the system should work for all citizens, not just a privileged few. Exactly. Not just for them. So obviously, we are not passing democracy because the government is not for us at all. They are against us. They are really, really against us. It's like almost they want to bring our neck. They don't care about us. They don't care. They've just been so wicked, so manipulative, so selfish. All they think about is themselves. And it's not really because of that. It's because they want to weaponize poverty. They want to have us under them, like begging them to. That's when they do the barest minimum, we'll be hailing them. We'll be shouting, we'll be hailing them. The other day I saw that in Kwara State they did tap for them, borehole, and they were jubilating in 2025. In 2025, people are happy for borehole, the barest minimum. That's why when they do the barest minimum, we are always hailing them. And when they do the barest minimum, so they'll be expecting us to say that, our government is trying. People are doing the barest minimum. All of these things, we should have them since we are almost 63 years old. How many years old is Nigeria now? 65. 1960 we gained independence, Abi. That's 65 years old. And yet, we have not achieved anything. Nothing. We are still struggling to have constant electricity. We are still struggling with bad roads. No job. Nothing. At age 65 years old. No. Things are really wrong. Things are really, really wrong with us in this country. According to Obasanjo, democracy has evolved into a system where a small group of people govern over a large majority who are deprived of their rights and necessities. He criticized this model, describing it as a system that enables corruption and injustice, where those in power accumulate wealth illegally and leave the masses without recourse. I think the way he's saying this thing, he should be putting them together, because even Obasanjo too, you should be using we. Don't try to segregate yourself, because you were also part of these people that has made Nigeria difficult for us. Fine, you tried your best as the president, but you said you know to try like that. You were fair at least, but pack yourselves together. It's not as if all of you are good like that. It's not. According to Obasanjo, democracy has evolved into a system where a small group of people govern over a large majority who are deprived. He criticized the model. Democracy has now become a representative democracy. Today we have democracy, which is government of the people, of a small number of people, by a small number of people, over a large number of people who are deprived of what they need to have in life. And it's not as if we do not have that resources. We have more than enough resources, but they don't pack everything for themselves alone. for their family members alone. Imagine somebody paying school fees in advance for his children outside the country. Money that is supposed to go around for the people in your state, you picked it only for yourself alone. That's just pure wickedness and selfishness. Now that is not democracy that will endure. So if you are talking of democracy failing in Africa, democracy in Africa has failed, definitely. And why has it failed? Because it didn't have any in content, and in content is in Africa. It does not have any aspect of our culture, our way of life, what we stand for, what we believe in. What sort of democracy brings you and you grab everything illegally, corruptly, and you say go to court? Even in the court, you cannot get justice, is stated. You want that democracy in Africa is not just failing, but is at risk of dying entirely, unless it is redefined to reflect African values and serve the need of its people. We called for an approach that integrates African culture and historical context to create a system of governance that truly delivers for all. We have to look at democracy in the context and in the content of Africa. I hope that we'll get to that stage so that democracy which will deliver will be a democracy that we have in Africa. Obasanjo said, I hope so, because to me, democracy is gone and forgotten in this country. Kani Ololade Adam says, Baba is very correct, but what's the solution? Do we go back to traditional ways of governing ourselves, which has also been corrupted? Abi, kings are not chosen as opposed by divine mercy again. Yes, even kings say they don't turn politician. Even kings are not being chosen by Ifa again or by divine orchestration again. Policies is now involved. Exactly. But by likes of governance concept. So if let's improve our judiciary, if the judiciary is independent and not corrupted, automatically our democracy will stand. After collecting loans from politicians, there should be jail for life, which will discourage others from our practice. Yes, so. And I also do not like that idea of this one having immunity, president having immunity, governor having immunity. I don't like that idea at all. Because that is what is making them do things and think that they can go away with it. That's why they think they can go away with it. Joseph Enyekere says judiciary NAS are destroyed and have no clue or value to ordinary Nigerians since they are part of APC party. It is well. John Davis says, fact, Baba, even though you contributed to this corrupt system, yes, so that's why I said he should have packed all of them. He should have involved himself to and say, we, the leaders of this country. Because he was also part of the corrupt system. He's also part of it, but at least he's saying the truth, so let us still commend him for that. Because there are so many of our presidents, past presidents, that are not even coming outside, that are still alive, that are not saying the truth. So many leaders, past leaders, that are not saying the truth. So let us commend him for that one, that at least, say you said you were part of the corrupt system, but you are also saying the truth to power. God to help us. And listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.